We are live from Huntington, Long Island, site of the LALJ All Long Island Games, which, as the name describes, involves all Long Island, and it goes all day. Starting out here, we have 2030s, the Falcons against the Sharks, and it is the Sharks wearing white, the Falcons in black. Early possession went to the Sharks, nothing came of it. So now the other way, or my apologies, Falcons in black, Sharks in white. Did I say that? Maybe I didn't. Sharks in black, the Falcons in white. No, the Falcons in black. Falcons black, Sharks white. All right, we're squared off. Tomčić. That is Tomčić with it for the Falcons. Lost it and carried out. Nice play. And cutting down with it is Bryn Garaglia. Or Gariglia, pardon. Still Gariglia. She makes her way into the offensive end. Good defensive play from Gariglia. She'll get it over to Grace Galley. Down and around it goes. To the other side. A good possession thus far. It's Hamill. And settling it down, Gabrielle Surti. She'll find the open Cangelosi. Cangelosi in. Cangelosi scores. A great drive to the net from Casey Cangelosi. Left her one-on-one with the goaltender. And little to no chance there for the netminder, that being, for the Falcons, Angelina Grenier. So a goal scored by the Sharks by Casey Cangelosi. Puts them up 1-0. Face off right at midfield, as it will be after each goal, which I'm sure the viewers have caught on to. And a shove there by Mackenzie Clammer. Possession back with the Sharks in white. And ball coming right to me, bouncing off the garbage behind me. And look out. I was ready for it. Need to work on the hands, though. Back down and around it goes. Possession here for the Falcons. Trying to charge her way to the front of the net, met with resistance, Ali Voss. Ball with Tomčić. And quickly breaking out the other way, the Sharks. With speed, Surti to the net, scores, and takes a tumble. Highlight reel goal for Gabrielle Surti. And the replay, look at the replay. It's looking great. You see Surti charging all the way from her defensive position to the offensive end and ripping it low past Angelina Grenier. Sharks up by 2. Rory Zublianis will take the draw for the Falcons. Taking it for the Sharks. Tough to catch the number. I'll get to you as soon as I can. That was Aubrey Travers. Possession to the Falcons. They look for a response. Down by 2 here as we're approaching 5 gone in the first half. Ball worked down low. It's on the stick of Skylar Solzbach. Now Voss. Voss stutter steps. Still Voss. Back up top. Yes. Yasinska in a free position awarded. El Mayer will move in, shoot, and score. Big finish for Mayer. And it brings the Falcons to within one. (2-1) thanks to the goal from El Mayer. Scored on the free position down low. A left goaltender. Delaney Sefton in a tough spot. Rory Zublianis again to take the draw for the Falcons. And the ground ball is handled and carried up. A good pass. Good play there from Kalina Yasinska. Going the other way with it. A chance, a shot, a score! El Mayer's second consecutive goal. That one a beauty. Tying it up at 2. Here's another look at the most recent El Mayer goal. Tying the game up at 2. So the first pair goals to the Sharks, the most recent pair to the Falcons. And again, it'll be Zublianis taking the draw this time, again from Travers. Travers and the Sharks get possession, and they'll try to work quickly. Bouncing ball, who will get possession? It will be the Sharks right out in front. Back out again, and a great right leg save. Made by Grenier. For the Falcons, Sharks still pressing. To the front, another bouncing ball. Who can get crucial possession? It's still available, and now the GB for the Falcons. They'll try to get it out. Holding strong, great play made by Elena Hollingsworth. She'll get some cheers from the bench to my left. As we fast approach about halfway through this first half of lacrosse. Good movement. Swanson handing it off now for Travers. Cutting in, fighting traffic and scoring. What a goal. Evelyn Avery. Back come the Sharks looking for more. And they'll get more indeed. Here it is again. Great feed out in front. And the finish. (4-2) Sharks. They scored the first 2. And they've scored the most recent 2. Surdy will take the draw from Clammer of the Falcons. Surdy, of course, representing the Sharks team. It is Clammer. Out with it in a hurry. Clammer will dish off to Voss. Voss to work it down low on the stick of Solzbach. Back up top once more for Clammer. who got all of this started. Clammer, dodging, shooting, scoring! Mackenzie Clammer with an absolute beauty. Stops the brief run for the Sharks. It's 4-3. She started the play and she finished it with authority. As we fast approach 8 minutes remaining in this first half. A back and forth game that if the trend continues, we'll see another goal for the Falcons to bring it back even at 4. Clammer, the most recent goal scorer. El Mayer with the other 2. Sharks ahead of goal, trying to stop the run of the Falcons. Bouncing up and down they go. And good possession, forcing the turnover, and the Falcons will try to make their way up the field. Doing so with the rush from Stella Stowe. And now controlled by Mayer. She'll find Clammer, the most recent goal scorer. She'll weave, dodge, shoot. Bouncing ball, I don't think it ever got through. And the Sharks will settle things down. Antonia Gerbino with the defense. And now El Giannopoulos. Outlets ahead. Streaking in, shot, great save made by Grenier. Rebound wide. Off the great opportunity to score there for the Sharks. Initiating the offense was Bryn Gariglia. Turned over, chance here again for the Sharks, and they score. Ferruzzi. Gives the Sharks a 2-goal lead once more. They're up 5-3. And all starts off the turnover. And Ferruzzi burying it. Under 6 to play, or under 7 to play, maybe more like under 6 to play. Officials have been about a minute ahead of us throughout the day thus far. As I look over to my boss, as we're up at game 5 already, is it? I believe so. Day going by very quickly. 6-4, your score. Or pardon, 5-3. Maybe I'm telling the future. You guys just don't know it yet. Anyway, it's Judas. Pardon. Mayer to Solsback. Solsback to the net. That shot off of a foot deflects back on goal where it is stopped. Good save made there by Sefton. Sefton will launch it ahead, and it's right into the basket where it could be intercepted by Brianna Tomacic. And now a chance the other way, they score! Mackenzie Clammer, her second, off the turnover from the keeper. Makes it 5-4. So Clammer and Mayer each with a pair. Very hot day. Hydration of the utmost importance for not just the players, but of course all the staff, the officials, and coaches. I said the officials. Oh, they are. Yes, they are. They don't get a break, and I don't know how they're doing it really. They hang in there, just as now the Sharks are looking to add to their lead. That is dwindled to just one. Bouncing ball, controlled, and sent ahead. A nice defensive play by Alexis Stein. However, Sharks back with it. Another bouncer. Settled. Quick passing. Cangelosi is stuffed. A great save made by Angelina Grenier. Falcons trying to turn defense into offense, but once again they turn it over. They'll get it right back. Ferruzzi for the Falcons. Mariah Ferruzzi. Still in her yellow-headed stick. Knocked free, and that will be a turnover. Unfortunate turn of events after a great defensive play made by the Falcons. They give it up before they could even put a shot toward the goal. As we fast approach about 3 minutes left here in this first half. Making her way downtown, a shot just wide. Sharks reset. From behind, it's Cangelosi. Cangelosi to Hamill. Hamill looking for somewhere to go with it, as she is being watched carefully by Jasinska. Galley.
Work together, work together.
Good pass, there's the shot, scores. Cangelosi, I think. That was 24, might have been. No, that was Lulu Johnston, 84, not 24.
Lulu Johnston. She buries that one for the Sharks. So they jump in front by 2.
Welcome back, Ellis.
6-4. Thank you.
Just hopping on the mic.
Thank you.
Of course, and actually, you weren't here for this, but the score was 5-3. I inadvertently said it was 6-4, and I then corrected myself to say, well, I could just be from the future. So 6-4 Sharks is the score. 6-4 Sharks. Sharks are that way. And that's how we're going into the half.
So we're going to take a brief timeout, and we'll be back shortly with the start of the second half.
Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the LILJ, All Long Island Games, only on LI Sports Network. Welcome back, Huntington, Long Island, side of the LALJ All Long Island Games. Ryan Brannigan once again joined by the one and only Ellis, Joshua Ellis. You only caught a little bit of the end of that first half, but from what you did catch, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like, judging based on the score, we got a good one here. Just a 2-goal game with the Sharks leading 6-4. And that's really been the theme of the day, Ryan. Just a number of close games across the middle school age group here at the All Long Island Games, which is definitely what you want to see. So still 20 minutes left to go in this one to decide a winner. So still plenty of time to see how the rest of this game unfolds.
Most recent goal scored by the Sharks, Lulu Johnston, put them up 6-4. Of the 4 goals scored by the Falcons, again 2 from Elle Mayer, an additional 2 from Mackenzie Clammer. Falcons with the early possession, they'll look to make it a 1-goal game. It's Allie Voss. Voss spinning out of trouble, finds the open Clammer. Clammer try to get it back to Voss, past her, but right on to the stick of Stella Soa. Now back for Voss. Voss looking to make a move, does. Voss. Back, shot, score! An absolute rip from Brianna Tomacic.
Yeah, nothing but heat on that shot by Tomacic. She absolutely stung that one. So great shot there by Tomacic. And we now have a 6-5 game. Tomacic, look out for her to be doing plenty of that in the future for the Ward Melville Patriots.
First goal scored by someone not named Clammer or Mayer. Falcons looking to quickly add another. It's Voss to Tomacic. Does she have the hot stick?
Nice handle there.
Good pass. Working it back to Voss. Voss quickly moving it to Clammer.
Yeah, Mackenzie Clammer, she is already a big-time player on the varsity stage, making the team as a 7th grader for the loaded West Hampton Beach Hurricanes.
Is that good, Ellis?
Is that good?
Is that good?
That is more than just good. Good might be underselling it quite a bit. Oh, what a look.
A big time stop. Sharks goaltender for this half will be Marion Scarnati as she makes her first stop of the contest. And that would have been a nifty little goal indeed.
Yeah, definitely would have been one for the highlight reel if Tomacic was able to finish that one. But instead, this one back with the Sharks. So they preserve the 1-goal lead. Now looking for more on offense.
Giannopoulos handing off to Gariglia. Gariglia charging to the net. Save made, and now a great ground ball will give possession to the Falcons, down a goal. They'll just need to break out of their own end. Sharks going to try to prevent them from doing just that.
Yeah, nice look ahead there by Grenier, getting that to Sienna Krawczyk. And the whistle here will keep possession with the Falcons, so the ball with Ali Voss. And she sends that up ahead looking for Tomacic. Taken away. Nice job there for the ground ball by Giannopoulos.
Absolutely. And here is Giannopoulos here. Picking it up is Avery. Evelyn Avery. Slow things down. Pass out to Wunsch. Just get it right back. And they'll go around the horn with it. Liberty Favor entering the contest. Again, they'll work it around. Going back the other way with it, though, against the flow was Surdy. Surdy back to Avery. Now back to Surdy. Surdy wheeling. Surdy stumbling, falling down. She took a big hit.
Yeah, Surdy taking a ton of contact there. So she's going to line up here for a free position. Gabrielle Surdy, the Mount Sinai Mustang.
And it'll be Grenier trying to make the stop. She can't.
Cash money for Gabrielle Surdy, pushing the lead back up to 2 for the Sharks.
And it's a great play from Surdy that got it started charging to the front of the net.
Yeah, nice job just protecting the rock there, running that shot in and able to bury it.
So once again, the Falcons find themselves down a pair. They have not trailed by more than 2 goals throughout this entire game.
Yeah, so the Falcons definitely just a run away.
They've been here before.
Capturing the lead. Still plenty of time to go here in the second half.
Looks like Hamill will take the draw for the Sharks. Number obscured of the Falcons player.
Let's go, Sharks. Good draw. Nice draw control.
So nice job winning possession
Absolutely.
for the Sharks. That was Johnston coming up with it.
That pass, a misfire. So they were trying to get it over to Sally Ferruzzi. And possession will flip back to the Falcons, with Surdy and Hollingsworth right in front of us, catching the shadow shade casted by our umbrella, up protecting our camera woman Rowan, as meanwhile it is Allie Voss now going the other way with it. Voss will take it to the front before handing it off. Work quickly down low. Nice play there for Mayer, pardon me. Yes, Mayer.
Yeah, that was good on-ball defense by number 28, Serena Bescone. Definitely got to give her credit there for the on-ball D.
Possession still with the Falcons and Mayer. Mayer to Voss. Voss charging. Voss shot stopped. A great save made by Scarnati.
Nicely done on the save.
Now the other way with it, carrying it from defense to the midfield and hopefully to offense. Nice play made by Gerbino. Ground ball here.
Looks like this is going to be an empty, and this is going the other way. So the turnover, giving the ball back to the Falcons. But nice job by Cangelosi.
Yeah.
She gets the ball right back. Great job on the ride, coming up with the turnover. So now the Sharks going to settle down here on this possession.
Ferruzzi will find Hamill. Hamill up top, picking up speed. She'll dump it right back to her teammate, Cangelosi. And Cangelosi absorbing some contact.
So this is going to be a free position for the West Hampton Beach Hurricane, Casey Cangelosi. Cangelosi, off the pipes.
Wow. Saw the entire net frame shake there. That's how much heat she put on that one. No shortage of heat today on the field from the players and Mother Nature. The Sharks looking to get that 3-goal lead they have yet to have in this game. It could be enough to put them away. Cangelosi!
Oh, put that on the highlight reel for Casey Cangelosi.
Speaking of highlight reel, let's give that one another look.
Oh, that's just a tremendous take by Cangelosi. Little fun fact about Cangelosi, she is the cousin of these Cangelosi family from Sayville, Sophia and Carly Cangelosi. Sophia, of course, committed to the University of Michigan, just graduating from Sayville in the 2025 class. And her sister Carly Cangelosi, the 2026, committed to Rutgers. So lacrosse, runs through the veins of the Cangelosi family.
So with that goal, I'll update the score. It's 8-5 as I get handed a Gatorade. Ellis in tow for one next as hydration critical. And a great rush up the field from Lulu Johnston. However, good defensive play, and the Falcons will take it back. Looking to end this run from the Sharks that have given them their biggest lead of the day. It's Allie Voss, and Voss passes. Still looking for room was Toner. Shot, score!
So that shot there looks like it's scored by number 13.
Was that Meyer?
Meyer.
That was Meyer.
Letting that one rip.
That's her third.
So just what the doctor ordered for the Falcons. Now they are back within 2, trailing 8-6.
And a big response. Again, a game of runs, as you mentioned, Ellis, number of times throughout the games we've called here today and throughout your career.
No doubt, certainly a game of runs. I mean, covering so many games over the years. Definitely seeing some comeback wins. Of course, you're never truly out of a game until it's over. And how about this battle on the draw circle? This is YJ and YJ between Surdy and Clamor. Two YJ Baps teammates. This one goes to Surdy, but the check by Clamor. But Surdy does a nice job of keeping possession alive.
Absolutely, as she gets it over to Favor. Liberty Favor. Slowing things down here are the Sharks. It's back with Surdy. So they look to set something up. Surdy, a couple of cutters going across. Surdy will just rip it wide. Possession will remain with the team in white. And it's Casey Cangelosi dishing it off to Wunsch, getting it back from Wunsch. Cangelosi. She'll wheel to the far side. Couple of good moves there from Cangelosi before she finds Surdy once more. And Surdy across to Bryn Gregley. Now it's Favor.
Great defense by Clamor on ball.
Absolutely. And that causes the errant pass that just will barely be kept in play by Wunsch, Nina Wunsch. And now a stoppage.
Yeah, so this possession is going to stay with the Sharks in Favor.
Favor will take a shot. I don't think she got all of that one. And possession will now flip over to team in black, the Falcons. Long outlet pass bounces and is not kept in play. Right back over to the Sharks. And in quick fashion, the shot, the goal! Casey Cangelosi.
Pure heat on that shot by Cangelosi. She's got the hot hand right now. And that goal for the Sharks increases their lead back to 3, up 9-6.
I believe Cangelosi now has at least a hat trick. She might even have 4. See if there is a response from Mackenzie Clamor and the Falcons.
So once again, it's Clamor and Surdy on this draw control.
Under 5 to go. It will be, oh, looked like it was going to be the Sharks. Stepping on the ball there was Surdy, and that'll give the Falcons a clean look upfield from Brianna Caputo. Dishing to Toner. Now Ferruzzi. They'll work it around. Souls back. Again, it's Toner, Riley Toner. And again, they continue to work it around. Pass down low, in tight, no problem for Mariah Ferruzzi as she gets herself on the board and makes it 9-7.
Oh, nice finish there by Ferruzzi. And a nice look inside there by Clammer on that assist. Great look inside and the handle and finish by Ferruzzi.
Again, it's a 2-goal game. Time not on the side of the Falcons.
Yeah, this is where if you're the Falcons, definitely looking to come up with this draw control here. Get a draw and able to score a quick goal. Now you've definitely increased your chances of completing the comeback in this game.
And you can see goals scored in a matter of seconds off face-offs that are won and controlled. So you are never truly out, especially not down by 2. With likely around 3 minutes or so. Officials have been a minute ahead of us consistently throughout the day today. But it is controlled by the Sharks and carried up by Emily Swanson. Swanson to Avery. Back to Swanson. We're now on for Travers. Avery and back down low to Wunsch. Again, it's Avery. Good possession and control for the Sharks. Time is on their side.
Yeah, I like the patience that the Sharks are showcasing on offense right now. They know that they have a 2-goal lead, so you said it, Ryan. Time is on their side right now. And of course, no shot clock, so don't have to have the sense of urgency.
Bar down from
Yeah.
Judas.
Off the pipe, and she got her own rebound.
I don't know how that didn't go in. Travers.
Yeah, we've seen a good number of shots today throughout the course of the day. Get in the pipes.
Hamill handing off to Ferruzzi. Sally and Mariah Ferruzzi squaring up against each other. You would know better than anyone, Ellis, if they are related.
Oh, absolutely. Twin sisters right there.
There you
from
go.
Elwood, John Glenn.
And a shot and a goal. Give it another look.
And just letting that one fly. Jordan Hamill, number 77, with that goal.
It makes it 10-7. We're about a minute left.
The 2029s making their way back over to field 2, getting ready for their second game of the day.
That goal probably enough insurance for the Sharks, and if it wasn't, this face-off certainly should be in this possession.
Yeah, it's a big draw control there for the Sharks. And that is, in fact, going to do it, Ryan.
It's going to do it.
We have a 10-7 win in favor of the Sharks. And so that is going to do it for the class of 2030 All Long Island games. Coming up in just a few minutes will be Game 2 for the 2029s. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. And we'll be back shortly with the start of the next matchup.
From Ellis, Joshua, Ryan Brannigan, thanks again for tuning in to LI Sports Network and the LALJ All Long Island games. See you in the next one.